Hello, this is Shel Spivey coming to you with an update from Entrada, Ecuador. It's the 19th of April, and you can see the background here. It's a perfectly beautiful day. And one of the unfortunate things is this may be one of the most beautiful weather-wise years we've ever had with absolutely no tourists to enjoy it. But I do want to give you an update. We did make a food distribution this week, and it went very well. We distributed about 70 packets. That's about 10 more than last time. And I'll show you some photos from that distribution, but I want to update you a little bit more on the village. We've had 4 deaths in the village this last week, and they were basically older adults. I can't say for sure whether they were the coronavirus-related deaths or not. There's just no way of knowing. There's very little testing that goes on here, and the testing that's being done in the country, they can do the tests, but they don't have the chemicals to process it. So some of the things you may have heard out of Guayaquil, things are very bad there, and they're just doing the best they can do. Most of the deaths there have occurred in the barrios in a very lowest income level, and it gets very hot. The little shacks that are there, they just have tin roofs, so it can get 90 to 100 degrees. So part of the problem I think that has exacerbated this is that people go outside because of the terrible heat and they get infected. So we're just going to have to work through this. But a little bit more about the older people that have passed away. I'm going to show you a little video clip from the party we have for them every year at Christmas time, and tell just a little bit about a couple of these people that have died. They were good friends to me, very meek people, very wonderful people, and they loved our village, and they love the church here. So I'm going to share that with you right now. Well, this is a Christmas party from 2 years ago. It's a very festive time. The older people in the village really look forward to this special event. The first person I want to recognize is Miguel Floriano Wally. He's seated here playing the role of Joseph. What a man. He was loved by his family. He was always one of the first to volunteer and help the church in any way possible. He will be missed. The second person I want to mention here is Segundo Tamala. In the early days of painting the village, I was walking down his street, and he asked me if I would take a moment to look at this painting that he had. And he showed it to me, and it was a painting of a wanta, and it was rough. It had been painted a long time ago, and it had seen some better days. He then told me the story, how he had provided for his family by hunting these little wantas up in the mountains, and they would eat the meat, and the furs they would sell, and that's how he provided for his family. He asked me if the artist could possibly paint a wanta on the entrance of his home. I promised him that the next time they came, I'd make every effort to see if we couldn't get a wanta painted on the front of his house. Just as I promised, I did find a wonderful artist. His name is Javier Veracruz. He's a leader among the artist community, and he consented to do this. So he spent about 3 hours painting the wanta for Segundo. And after it was done, he said, "I know anything and everything you would ever want to know about a wanta." So I was so grateful to him, and he made an old man very, very happy. So Segundo became our official greeter. The minute somebody would come down the lane, he would be there to greet them and shake their hand. And the smile was truly incredible. He certainly will be missed. Okay, this is our third week of sacking up all of the food and delivering it. I think this week we went in at about 67 or 68 bags, but people are very gratified when they see these packages coming. The bagging was all done on Monday. Then on Tuesday morning, we took and delivered out all of the village. Again, we started on the north side of Jicaron and then Mame in the main body of the village. When we start distributing these packages, you're going to see us explaining a sheet that tells about the virus, and it tells also how to distinguish it from the regular flu or the sniffles or whatever. So we're carefully explaining that to everybody. So we're back here in the little barrio of Higueron. We're going to start on the north side again, just like we did the previous week. So what we're doing, the people that we didn't give bags to last week, we're finishing it up here. So everybody in this little barrio has had food in the last couple of weeks. Many of the people in the little barrios on the north side have chickens and little gardens and things that supplement them. I don't know that they all do, but they are very industrious on being able to to keep the family fed. But at some point in time, there's just no way that you can do it. So that's so important that we supplement them with these packages, and they will find a way to get by, and we just want to make sure that nobody's going hungry. And I think so far we've been able to do that. Again, you can see Stefania explaining this chart. It's just so important that they understand the symptoms, and in that way they'll know to isolate that person. And we're working on that, the importance of isolating a person in the family that gets this virus. They have to be segregated. So I think people, for the most part, have done a very good job, and I think if they hadn't, we'd be seeing a lot more infections. Unfortunately, though, what we are seeing is pretty typical of other countries, is the older people are definitely the most vulnerable. And unfortunately, I think that includes me. Also, I want to make sure that you understand that most everybody in this village knows where these contributions are coming from, and they routinely want me to express my thanks for people that they don't even know are coming to their rescue. So what a wonderful thing for you all to be doing. Okay, I think I'll just be silent here the last few clips that we have here, and just look at their faces and you can tell they are certainly very grateful. I want to interject one more thing. This is my friend Guillermo. He's a volunteer extraordinary. He works with the plants, keeps the church clean. He's a remarkable guy, and I'll tell you one thing. I am proud to call him my friend because he is a fine gentleman. Okay, we're down the home stretch. This is my friend Sarah receiving her sack of goodies. So we're going to say goodbye and call this a day, and we'll be doing this again next week. Thank you so much. If you'd like to make a contribution, just click on the photo of Villa de los Sueños, and that will take you to our YouTube channel, and in the upper right, just click on PayPal. Also, you can just click in the description below, and that will also take you to the PayPal account where you can make a credit card contribution.